Okay, we're coming back to Legend of Legaia. We just left Realm, and now, like, the game for real kind of starts. So we need to head up to Drake Castle, go through it all by our lonesome. It would be quite tedious, having to go through battles alone in this game. It's slow, need a lot of healing. And once we get to Drake Castle, we'll meet the next character, and then have to get these two to get together so we can, like, actually have a team. I wonder if I can, I don't want to end on high. God, I think this is also a move I didn't use yet. Oh, it won't be enough. Oh, that's not. Oh, maybe that's a combo for Noah. The other two. Whatever. I was hoping I could kill it in one turn without it hitting guaranteed. I think a 4 arts combo will kill it, but it's going to be a long time before I level up enough to do 4 arts without spiriting. Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to reach this Hunter Spring and get some free heals. If I recall correctly in this game, I think like your encounter rate is lower when you're on the road. I don't remember. I might be imagining that. Hello. Oh yeah, so I remember the other thing I had been wondering before was, because last time I talked about, oh yeah, now that we revived that Genesis tree, the mist is cleared out of this area. So I've been like pondering about why I have what I consider to be grinding and what I don't. And so like the commitment I made for this playthrough is that I want to like, I'm not gonna like run back and forth over places I've already been for just for getting XP or magic. But yeah. Oh yeah, we'll see all these like possessed people later. Anyway, so yeah, like I won't run back. I'll just run through places once, and if I miss things, I miss them. That's fine. So then I was thinking, like, you could even argue that, like, getting into fights at all is grinding, like, because I could be just running from all the fights. But I don't know. Like, it is a little bit, like, slightly subjective and arbitrary, like what we consider to be grinding and what we don't, right? I kind of just feel like it's like, well, I get as much XP as I get from going through without repeating stuff. As much XP and items and whatever. But, like, oh, this is gonna suck. This will be enough that I will kill one of them, and that will reduce my chance to get stolen. Yeah. Now we're fine. I feel like it's better. It's like, I mean, I could attack him with a short combo there, but like I don't think it would be enough to kill him. So if I'm gonna take 2 turns to kill him anyway, then I might as well spend one of those turns really big, so I have I didn't get anything stolen. Ooh, it's kind of fast levels. I feel like I just got. I mean, I guess I fought like 4 creatures because there was 2 just now. I feel like I just got a level a moment ago. Like, and in this game, the leveling up is too slow. It's not not a problem with my emulator. I think my computer just has too much stuff running in the background at the moment. Will it be better now that I'm in an actual place instead of the world map? Okay, now I don't want to run around too much because there's going to be some harder battles in here. I think there's like some good items to find in here, but like if I remember correctly, some of them I can't get until after I clear the mist from this area. And if that's the case, I almost feel like maybe I don't need to search everything now, because I can search this. Oh god, this is too rough. Because I can search that stuff when I can search all that stuff when I'm on the way back. But of course, then it comes back to what I was saying about grinding. Like, I think usually when I've played it, I search this stuff now just because, like, as I spend time searching here, I'm getting the counters and getting XP. But if I don't do that, then, like, I get... Ooh! See, I absorbed things. Second time I fought one, I absorbed. I wasn't worried about missing it. Like, I know I've encountered these things several times. If I didn't get one here now, I was definitely going to get one here. Yeah, so what I was saying was... here I said earlier, like, I feel like the different combos kind of becomes back to this, because I have to finding a good one and spamming it. I still feel like I should, like, try to pick up items here, because, like, I know I said I'm not going to, like, grind, but I don't think that's grinding, right? That's just picking up all the items. I'm not going to, like, run back and forth over places I've already been. I kind of feel like I should maybe... I hate to do this, but I feel like I might get killed if I don't. No, I think I can. Oh no, I don't want to stop that. I don't think I'll get killed if I just do it. I don't think I'll get killed in one battle, because those things don't do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I do need to search a little, because I need certain things to open these doors. I can't just run straight through. Yeah, so I feel like those things are hitting me for like 20 or so damage. The only thing I have to worry about is those Gimarts, or whatever. They, if they do a tail fire, that's going to be like 60. So if I get lower than that, I need to watch out. And I need to watch out for these flying guys and stealth. They hit harder than the fire guys. Yeah, like, there are some flying things that I haven't seen yet. They can mess you up. So, but I haven't seen the flying things yet. If I see one, then I'll do or whatever. Oh boy, ouch. What? Oh my god. Now that was bad. I'm about to die, aren't I? Let me just... I kind of feel like I should heal now. Let me just kill this. Because I think when I use my item, it's going to be fast. Yeah, his buddy's... Okay. Wow. Well, I just, like... Earlier I was talking about how, like, 15 is normally not too... I mean, I was saying it's hard, but, like, I usually don't die when I play the game. Well, that's because I was being greedy, right? I was trying to go through without using up a precious healing leaf. I mean, I suppose since this is an emulator, I could just, like, go back to the save state a few minutes ago, but I'll try to play it like OG style. Okay, so we need to go back here. maximize speed. Now I'm gonna have to hope to absorb fire guy again. Oh yeah, see, there's a chest in there, but I can't get it until I clear out the mist, and then all these people will combo that I fought earlier. Fighting guys that are faster than you. See that tail fire? It's lucky that I speared it. If I didn't, that does pretty big damage. The impression that I have is these skeletons, like in terms of their regular attacks, the skeletons hit harder than regular hard. Hey! But in terms of but the Gimmer will sometimes do a tail fire, which does more damage. And what happened just now kind of makes me wonder if both the encounters and the chance of getting magic are not completely random, but if there's if it saves at some point. Earlier I fought this pair and I absorbed the fire magic, and then I just did the same. I reloaded it and once again fought the same pair and got the same fire magic. There's a little bit more damage this time. Because last time I think one combo killed that skeleton. This time it didn't, so he got an extra hit off on me. Okay, well now I'm definitely healing. Last time with 80 HP I was able to get killed, so with 40 HP now I'm definitely going to be able to get killed. And I think I'm being stingy with these healing leaves, but I think I actually don't need to, even though I was saying recovery items are rare in this game, or at least they're expensive to buy. But on the bright side, they do sometimes drop from random encounters, so I feel like when I need them, I'll have them. Maybe I'm okay. We'll see. Some skeletons again? Yeah? There's gotta be the game must be saving seed at certain points. But you know what I'm gonna do? Take one out fast so they don't do much damage. Of course he's gonna use up all my MP. In this game I don't use magic very much because it costs so much MP. I mostly just use on bosses. That's really hard. But I feel like this short section of the game where you're fighting alone and against larger groups, kind of worthwhile. Actually, the sequel, Legaia 2, has some this game has this fairly short section early in the game where you're alone and it feels I can't really say it feels unbalanced, but it does feel a little bit obnoxious sometimes. But it's tolerable and it's short. The sequel, Legaia 2, which I like that game, but I have to admit there is a long section at the beginning of the game where it feels really unbalanced. There's a section where you're alone, fighting pretty powerful things, and at least when I played it, there was basically no way. You run into a boss that you have to fight solo, which is really overpowered. It was one of those. Oh god, these are kind of tough. It was one of these moments where in some especially some JRPGs, there are scripted bosses that you're supposed to lose to, and the first time I encountered this thing, that's what I thought it was. I just gave up trying to fight it, so I thought it was supposed to kill me, and I just couldn't beat it. And it turned out you are supposed to fight it, but like it's pretty much impossible unless you spend a few hours leveling up. I don't think this is one of my arcs. Yeah. So yeah, like the sequel to this game like has this kind of like awkward section where like you're really underpowered and alone. And in addition to that, like it goes on for a really long time. Just in general, the sequel has several like fairly seriously blocked everything. It has some fairly long sections where like I'm gonna need to heal again. Wow. I need to heal again. I don't want to reload again. I think he's dead at the first hit. Yeah. So yeah, like there's the section in the sequel that I mentioned like early in the game where you're alone and really like underpowered relative to what you are. Like there's another section where you get another character who like basically can't do anything. And it would be one thing if she was like that through like one dungeon and then she unlocks her powers, but she's like that through like a third of the game, like can't do anything. Like there's other sections where you get characters who are like wildly overpowered relative to you, like for a pretty long time. So there's just like a lot of like weird balance issues with that game, or like weird pacing issues or whatever you call it. So like compared to that, I feel like this like castle part is not bad. I do feel like I should just use this. Whenever I'm like until like I level up again, which should be pretty soon, then I think fights won't be as bad. From what I remember, like once you level up once or twice here, like it becomes relatively trivialized. But this early part where I'm like coming close to dying often, hey, my magic leveled up. This early part where I'm coming close to dying often, I might as well use whatever tools I have to keep myself in good shape. Now I can't cast that spell anymore because I'm out of MP, and I don't want to use up my one speed. So anyway, I feel like a few more fights I'll be leveled up, and then I'll be like, oh yeah. So like I'm gonna have more HP, and I think I should be at a point where like I can kill many of these things in one like spirit plus a combo. Will be enough to kill them, and that's gonna help a lot. I think there's a hidden thing to pick up, but I think I can't get it until after I come back. Hey, you again. Let me see here. Even though I can't do a good combo against you, because like the combo that I typically spam has a low hit in it, and it's gonna miss him. So I feel like it's actually better just to do like, I don't know. Let's compare. It's always hard to compare when you block a bunch of my hits. I should have been paying attention to how much each hit did, so I could interpolate what it would have been if I had not been blocked. Let's do that this time. I feel like this is what happens in this game. You end up doing a lot of like comparing different combos to see which one does more damage. So you put it around 12. Well, next time I'll compare. So the whole thing did 93. Each regular hit was about 12. Yeah, so the question is, if I do the other combo, like, it will include another art, right? And the arts do a little bit more damage. I'm pretty sure I get free healing in one of these rooms. Maybe it's later. I really don't want to spend my healing moves, but I think I might get killed if I don't. Okay, whatever. I have to yeah, so like the other combo I could have done against that dude, it would have it would have missed one hit, so like that's 10 less than my other one. But it would also have one extra art in there, and a hit at the end of an art will do more than a normal hit. The question is, will it do over 10 damage more than a normal hit? Oh yeah, that's good. Increase my damage output. Well, now I'm like totally screwing up the comparison I wanted to do because I just increased my damage. Whatever. Yeah, there's actually kind of like a cool backstory or a story of this location. Like I think I mentioned earlier, like kind of each town or whatever that you come to here has like its own different kind of story of what happened there. This one, I think we've been just to the, we've read a few diaries sitting around in here. One of the ones that we, I think my regular art's not going to be enough to fill this diary. Actually, if you hadn't blocked it, I might have killed him. Yeah, so one of the diaries, which we'll get to at some point, will say something along the lines of like one of these people's diaries saying, "Oh, we're worried about like the mist coming. The king just proposed, like told us to do something like very horrible. I can't believe he told us to do it." So what happens is like, well, you notice all the people here are like possessed by Siru, right? They're all wearing Siru things and they turn into possessed whatevers. That's what kind of like the opening cutscene explains, the cutscene that I skipped through. That like in the past people wore these Siru, which gave them like superhuman strength or whatever. That's how like civilization, ooh, nice. That's kind of how civilization functions. Like they would use Siru, so they had the strength to build big buildings and whatever. But then when the mist showed up, it made it so anyone wearing a Siru who touched the mist would like Siru, obviously, whatever. So of course, like people don't want to be wearing Siru when the mist comes. Or like, if they're wearing Siru, they don't want to get touched by the mist. But the diary that we found here, someone saying like, actually ordered us to all lock ourselves in cages, like we saw in some of those rooms before, and put on Siru. Like, you believe that? But it turned out it's because like he knows that apparently people wearing the Siru have like a unnaturally long lifespan, and they like won't be attacked by monsters or whatever. So actually it was like a good plan to protect them instead of having them like try to fight it and end up getting killed. Oh shit. This is bad. Let me take out the skeleton first, because I think I can take him out in one combo. And then if I need to heal after that, I will. But hopefully I won't. Like, I'm shielded now, and I'm gonna take the skeleton out. Okay, good that he does that attack on the turn. Okay, let's take out the skeleton. Then things will be better. Then I can get him slow. This should be enough to kill him. Oh, good. That was lucky. I got my money. Important. Usually just that. Okay. Spirit. Try a little spirit. Like, I feel like that 37 will better. Oh, not cool. quite enough to kill him, but I... Oh god, it's gonna... Shit! And I didn't have any save. Oh man. Okay, I need to stop being greedy with like... Yeah, I need to stop trying to hoard my healing. Now I'm gonna have to go through all this again. Oh my god. This is like not gonna be much fun to watch. Watching me do the same thing 3 times. I swear, like I don't think I've ever died this many times in Wussy Little Drake Castle. I guess I've always been more careful than this when I did it before. Oh, and I probably was higher level because I probably did like a little bit of like unwitting XP grinding when I was like trying to get the magic. Okay, well, the thing is, I think if I hadn't like been blocked so many times by that stupid skeleton, I would have taken him out 1 round earlier, so I would have taken less damage from him. Oh well, and now it seems like the seed state was not totally saved, right? Because I got the skeleton instead of the skeleton. That's smart. I think if everything hits, it'll kill it. But if it misses, I guess that's the pattern, right? The last 2 times I did it, like I needed to heal after this first battle. Oh boy. And this is not going to kill me. Might kill me. As long as he doesn't... Well, I was about to say, like, as long as he does let... Okay. If he moves before me, he's killing me. If I move before him, I'm killing him. Okay. That was messy. Oh, it was messy. I mean, I don't think there's anything I could have done differently to make that better. Just, you know, RNG. I mean, that's what happens with these games, right? There's a lot of RNG involved in, like, whether you go first or second, whether your attacks hit or miss. Wait, did I even get the key? Yeah, I did. Okay. I feel like I don't need to go in this room. There's nothing there. Or was there a chest? I should know I've been in there twice now, but I don't remember. Okay, let's take out the gem art first. Okay, I kind of feel like I might be close to needing to kill again, but I would like to like get through one fight without having to do it. Well, let's see how many times I get killed trying to go through like the first dungeon. Chest here, and then I pick up some two skeletons. I might be dead. Wait, no, I remember what I did last time. I still could be in trouble because like they're each gonna get a hit off me, and then the other one's gonna get hit off. Thank you for blocking that. If I'm very lucky and it doesn't block anything, I don't. Usually they'll get like at least one block. Ooh. Okay, that's good. But I'm definitely healing now. And if I remember correctly, I think like maybe like 2 more battles after this will be enough to level up. I could actually check my XP, but who's got time for that? I used to do that back when, like I mentioned before, I used to really grind in this game a lot, and I would just like run back and forth till I gain a level. So I would always be like checking how much XP I have. Like, oh, I've got 300 more XP until the next level. Oh yeah. Now I'll let it be a pleasant surprise when I level up. Hey you. Okay, now let's try to do my like systematic comparison. So I remember like one hit is like 11 or 12 damage. I feel like this way is gonna do more. It might come out pretty even. 79. Because like the arts hit I do is worth about as much as 2 regular hits. So like one hit misses because it's low, but then the arts hit kind of makes up for it because it does as much as 2. It might come out very, very close. Let's see. So the other one was 79. Oh, this was a good deal better. Of course, you know, I need a larger sample size to do it for sure because there's a little bit of randomness in how much damage each hit does. But I'm gonna decide that was better. Because I can't be bothered to get a high power sample. Okay, now I'll pick up that knife I can equip. What was it with? So this is about where I died. I still don't want to use healing now because the healing leaf heals me up 200. So if I'm down, like the amount I'm down is less than that, then I feel like it's a waste. But at least I can. Okay. These I feel like as long as they don't use Tailfire a lot, they're not too much of a concern. They use Tailfire, but it's when I spirited. That's okay. And like I can definitely take them out in one combo. Now that I have like better equipment and higher level, I bet even if they block once or twice, I might be able to. Oh yeah, we're doing way more damage. Yeah, you could have blocked like 2 or maybe even 3 of those hits. Oh, come on! I mean, it's good that he ran away and that like I didn't take damage from him, but like I could have used that XP. And like in this game, I mean, I think most video games really, like you don't get XP when things run away, which is unlike like a Dungeons and Dragons or something where you get XP for defeating something and making something run away is defeating it. Okay, now I think we're like, now we're basically to the place where I died. So let's try not to die. Well, I'm in a better position now because like I still have one cast of my spell left. So if I get into a bad fight, like with like a skeleton and a ghost again, then I can cast that. Okay, let's do what worked well before, and now I'm higher level and I have equipment. Well, I was about to say this combo was going to kill him in one shot, then he blocked every freaking hit of it. Was that really necessary, dude? Not quite. You guys have a lot of HP. Now it's like I'm like kind of close enough to be worth a heal, but right, okay. That's good actually. That solves the problem for me. Because earlier I was like, if I had hit him and killed him this round, then I would have been in a point where I was like kind of tempted to not heal yet because I was down less than 200. Even though I know I should have learned my lesson by now, right? Because like already I've been killed 3 times by being greedy with my healing and stuff. But anyway, like now the temptation is removed because he damaged me more. So now I definitely have to heal. And then I no longer am tempted to do the stupid thing that I was being tempted to do earlier, i.e. not healing. But yeah, the annoying thing is like I'm pretty sure I have free healing on this level. Like I could have just gone and oh my. Let me check over there. Like, I'm fairly sure there's a room here with a bed I can see. Anyway, like it looks like I would have gotten into a fight. So speaking of it, I mean if there's gonna be free healing, I might as well use my MP, right? Because get the fight over with faster, avoid taking damage, and level up my spell. All those things are worthwhile. Somewhere here there's a book I pick up and it will give me, I wonder if I can take this out in one of these short ones. Might, not quite. Okay. So yeah, I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier or not, but like, for the most part, you learn these, just like 3 random hits does more than a fancy art. Oh, because that like Rust Uru, I feel like it always does more damage. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, normally you learn the arts by like just putting them in the right combo. So you can do that any way you want. You can be a nerd like me and have them kind of memorized because you play this game so freaking much. Yeah, I remember there's a healing room here. So yeah, you can have them remembered. You can just find them through trial and error, which is like what I did as a kid, like trying every permutation of things. I should have saved the spell for this. This is more dangerous. So yeah, like you can remember the combos, you can find them through trial and error. You sometimes meet people who will teach you a combo. But like the bottom line is there's no prerequisite. Like if you put in the right chain of combos, it will do the arts. But there are also hyper arts which you actually need to unlock with the book. Like, if I maybe like right, left is a hyper art, but if I put it in now, it won't do anything because I need to get this book first. And I'm pretty sure one of those books is coming up. It might be in this dungeon. There's another one like after this dungeon, after I come back to it later. But I think that's for, like, that might be for him. But I feel like that's for the other character. Enough to block much of it. So yeah, I need to keep my eye out for a book because I think there might be one coming. Ooh, and see, drop the magic leaf. Those are pretty rare, so that's quite good. They're rare and they're expensive. And like I mentioned earlier, like spells in this game cost a lot of MP, so if you want to use them, which you kind of need to if you want to, yeah, see, magic, or free healing. Oh, yeah. So yeah, like if you want to use a lot of magic, which you need to if you want to level up the spells and make them useful, then you kind of need a lot of those magic moves. I wonder if the game is set to like guarantee that the first Gimard you kill in this dungeon will get absorbed, like so that that dream will happen. Oh, speaking of those books. Okay. Yeah, like I feel like now these fights are like much less difficult in this like alone section. So like, I'm not done yet. Like I'm almost done with the castle, but there's still this like mountain where he will be alone. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the fights will become almost trivial by now because I've leveled up a bit, and like now I have that art, which I'm sure will kill like pretty much anything in one hit in this dungeon at least. Okay, let's read this. Yep. This is the key that I need. Mountain key. We'll go to the mountain. Wait a second, did I just... Oh no, that chest is just... It's just gonna show me the letter again, right? I'm sure I'll get attacked at least one more time before I reach the mountain. Did I check back in that corner? I'm 99% sure I did. More than 99%. I'm totally sure. Okay, let's use this. I don't know if this is enough. Oh yeah. Oh, that was weak. Come on. I thought it would be more fast. Like, I thought it might not one-shot it, but it would be like 120 or something. Whatever. This will do it. Come on! It's the second one of you to run away. The other time that one ran, was it in this time, or was it like before the last time I died? I don't remember anymore. Come on. Yeah, I've been there. Okay. Get out of here. Hey, we're out. I might get attacked like one point like this mountain. But the encounter rate on the overland map is always pretty low. Myself. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to kill that slime. I'm not going to take any risks on him dividing. Do it, yep. Oh, he poisoned me. Oh, and you know what? I don't remember. You know what? If I recall correctly, I think in this game, like, Venom stays with you, like, after the battle. Because I can never remember, like, how each JRPG works. I think, like Final Fantasy VIII is one where, like, the status effects stay with you. Some other ones, like, I want to say, like, Final Fantasy X, like, the battle's over and the poison's gone. I think this one, I think I will still be poisoned, which is kind of a problem because I have no way to cure it. Oh, no, it looks like I'm not poisoned. Okay, that's good. That's good. That would have been a problem, like, this early in the game. Later in the game, poison becomes, like, you can almost ignore it, except in some very limited circumstances where it's a problem. But yeah, later in the game, it's not an issue. But like early in the game, that might have been a problem. Later, there will also be versions of those moths which give worse status effects to you. Like this one is just poison, which I said it's not too bad. Why am I? What the hell? Yeah, so these ones poison, but later there are ones which give you rot, which will like make you lose access to certain commands, like you can't use a high attack or something, and that can mess you up pretty bad. Okay, another character. I know this section, like, she's gonna feel super weak compared to what I had before. But she will have a buddy, so that makes you get to fight with two people, kind of, finally. That makes things easier. Yeah, the way I remember this section is like, yeah, we're gonna use like Noah and Terra for a while, and you feel quite weak because like Noah is good in that she has higher agility, so she moves very fast, and you can chain a lot of arts together. But like her damage output is not that good on its own. She ends up being able to do more damage than other people, especially early in the game, because she can chain so many arts together. But each art is like weak. So you use her for a while, and you get used to being kind of weak, and then you switch back to the other side of the mountain, and switch back to the other side of the mountain with Vahn, and you feel much stronger. But on the other hand, like when we're here, we have the wolf, Terra, actually like the wolf and Terra, helping us and like healing us and all this stuff, and distracting the enemy, getting their attacks and stuff. Whereas like then we're gonna have to switch back to being alone with Vahn, so that's a bit of a tough thing. Last quiz question, right? Training time. Oh, I remember. Okay, now I need to remember how to do this because there are a bunch of things we can fight, and of course I want to do this so I can fight the highest possible number of the hardest ones in order to get as much XP as I can, and I think there's like even a better reward or something. feel like I remember I fight more than one of these. It's like when you finish one, first let me pick up all the stuff around here. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I just do all the black ones. I really don't know. Oh, but you know what? I should have done the red one first, right? Like, because I need some EXP, whatever. Whatever. I think I can do it. I've got healing truth. Yay, nice. Good job. Okay, now is the moment of truth. Can I remember Noah's arts? Nice, I did it. Well, did you have to block everything? Yeah. Ouch. The attacks hit hard. Good job. Oh, but it didn't charm. I think it won't. That attack, if you're lucky, it can charm them, and like they will attack their buddies, or if they have no buddies, they will stand there not moving. But I think this is like maybe like technically considered a mini boss, so it doesn't work. God, blocking everything. I'm like close to needing to heal. I think I can handle one more hit. Ooh, I've got 4 blocks already. Oh, this is also a combo Vahn can use, and I haven't used it yet. Okay, if this doesn't kill you, I'm gonna heal. Okay. So I know I can take Black Shield. Oh, I remember what I was trying to remember. I think like the order I fight these doesn't matter. The thing I wanted to remember is that I think I can get free healing from her. I just want to make sure it doesn't like end my ability to do fights. Yeah. Good. Yay, free healing. Yeah, I remember I keep fighting until she says I don't have energy. I don't really know what determines, but I've had enough. If I recall correctly, it might just be when I've done three fights. Time could be long, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's 2 combos for Vahn that I'm reminded of now that I'm being served. You guys are hurting bad. It seems like my block rate is very good when I steer it. When I don't steer it, I'm going to hit me again. Let's steer it. Good. None of those are arts. But I didn't think it. I think I can heal again and then do one more fight, and then she will just interrupt me. I must work on my You're criticizing me when I... Oh yeah, this is what I remember. Okay, I guess I was remembering that I can't only fight black ones. Like I have to do one fight against red ones. Okay. Because I think like after maybe if I had done them in a different order, like somehow I could have made it so the black ones would wake up in time for me to fight it again. I don't remember. No, that's not a thing. She's got a few more like 4 arts combos, but I really can't remember what they are. I know she's got something like here. Let's just do that and then attack an extra thing on the end. Oh, maybe it's in the other direction. Try. Oops. Okay, javelin. One that I missed. I swear I tried this earlier and it didn't work. Maybe what I tried earlier was right. The only reason it worked was that I didn't have that OP. Oh no, this is it. Okay. Now, Terra, are you gonna make me stop, or are you gonna let me play the black one more time? Oh. Can I do one more? No. Yeah, oh, okay. So, but oh, if I remember correctly, I know I said I wouldn't do any fighting, but I don't remember if I get some rewards for killing all of them. I don't think I do, because if I recall correctly, I think just like by the time I finished this one, the other ones will have woken up. I think this is one of Vahn's arts. Didn't I just try that earlier? Or, let me just do it. Let me compare two things. I feel like usually doing the biggest art is more effective than chaining together a few smaller ones. But like, oh, I've got 6 now. Okay, 6. Yeah, I'll never forget this one. Forever. But I do want to compare like doing this 6-move art versus chaining together 2 4-move arts. See which is better. It'll happen when we start fighting, I guess. Yeah, see now the black ones are up again, so there's no point trying to do all of them. Am I going to start getting the fights on the way back, or do I should remember this. I mean, I've played this game so many times. Oh, yeah, give me a talk. And then tell me the important stuff later. Always like, oh yeah, I forgot how she runs around in circles like that. Of course, in games and movies or whatever, it's always the moment someone's about to say something important that suddenly something bad happens. And interrupts them. Hey, you missed. Oh yeah, and after I do this and I get Vahn back, there's gonna be a new magic that I really work. But like I did make a commitment to not do any grinding, which means if I don't absorb it, I just don't absorb it, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. Good job. Good job, kid. I used to like have this cave layout like memorized, so I would never run into the wrong place. Oh, these blue ones are like the hardest ones, if I recall correctly. And like I'm still alone. Later, like that wolf and Sarah will be fighting with me, but for now I am on my own. Okay, but I want to do a comparison. So each hit is like 2 to 11, right? So 10. If block 2s, then just every hit that would have been like 100. Now we're gonna try another combo. like I predicted earlier, right? I think doing the one biggest art is better than putting together two smaller arts. Well, I don't know, because I was interpolating based on what I thought would have happened if it didn't get blocked. I'll need to like try it again for real. Because the other rule of thumb I sometimes consider was that like basically just whatever costs more AP tends to be better. And in this case, like the two weaker arts for 24 each add up to more AP than the one stronger art of 36. But I have the impression that my 136 art was doing more damage than the other two added up. We'll have opportunities to test this as we go through this cave. This is like is part of the game because you literally cannot die, as far as I know. Because Terra will always heal you, and you have like unlimited healing. Oh, I should have killed the mushroom first. What am I doing? Because I also have to consider, like what Terra does is, I don't know if it's random or not, but anyway, it's controlled by the computer. So sometimes she will do nothing, like she just did. Sometimes she will heal me. Sometimes she will attack something. And so like if I'm, for example, if I'm wanting to do a comparison on this blue Rikuroa, it's a little bit risky because like she might run in and kill the blue Rikuroa before I get a chance. But that became irrelevant because I just killed it. Wow, you're even faster. And like this Noah is usually like the fastest. So I'm not outspeeded by someone else. Oh, thanks for the encouragement, Wolfie. But not, I should thank the wolf. The wolf's not the one who's talking, it's Terra who's talking. Ooh, an absorbable magic, which I can't absorb right now because I don't have a rock. Okay, so my 2 combo has been doing like 90 plus damage. Let's see what this does. Thank you for the heal. Block 1 hit. I still feel like it's doing more. If that hit hadn't been blocked, it would have been more. Thanks for the help. Actually, I probably could have killed the thing if I had just attacked that. But I wasn't expecting to do damage too. Yay, level up again. Not particularly close to it. I wasn't getting careless. I'm not particularly close to any big like milestone in my leveling up. In this game, it's always like you get excited when like it's a nice little touch to have her like look around for a moment. I really don't know why like my game is always slowing down, specifically on these overland maps. Yeah, so there are certain points where like you're really excited for a level up because it's like one more level and you're going to be able to fit one more block in your stuff. Because like her, originally when she spirited she could fit 5, now she can fit 6. Vahn at the beginning could fit 4 with the spirit, now she can fit 5. Right now she's 4 without spirit, 6 with spirit, and not particularly close to getting more anytime soon. So like the leveling up gets excited when you're close to something. Like when, ooh, I'll be able to do 5 hits without any spirit in the middle. Like that's, oh, I know what her combo is. I know an art I haven't gotten for her yet. Let's do it. This. No. I might be confusing one of hers with one of someone else. Yeah, I definitely do not remember all of hers very well. It might just be that, like, I won't. I mean, of course I could look them up, but I'm not going to do that. Sometimes I just, certain ones I won't learn until much later in the game when I encounter someone who tells me them. Oh yeah, so these are like some of the few missables in the game. Yeah, I walk into this little ravine and there's a little cutscene here, and there was a chest off to the side. These cutscenes only show if you come like around this time when there's mist. Later on, like after reviving the trees or something like that, like you can just walk through this and there's not a cutscene. Like after you revive enough trees, right now the mist is too thick. Right? If you revive enough trees to thin the mist out a little bit, then you can get through this. There won't be a cutscene, and that means like if you don't try to go into all these little valleys before, then you miss the chance to go and you miss this stuff. And yeah, some of it is decently good stuff. Although, like, if I recall correctly, this weapon is going to be superseded in, like, basically the next dungeon we go to. Not that, I mean, like, not the dungeon we're about to go to, but the next one after that. Oh, like, now, at risk of jinxing myself, now I'm not having that, like, slow, oh, I feel like go before the best. Okay, so earlier I tried left, left, high, high, and it didn't work. It's just this. Nope. Is it on the right? It might be on the right. Oh, I think it is because she's left-handed. I keep forgetting that all her... The general rule of thumb with this stuff is like the arts usually won't end on a receiver hit because those are like fairly stronger, and like I think they don't want to let you like things together with that too much. Generally, like the hyper arts will start with left hero and end with arms. The regular arts will often like end with arms. Like they won't end with Rasiru. They don't want to make it too easy for you to chain regular arts together with hyper arts. So like, I feel like I've subconsciously picked up on that pattern enough to the point that like when I use Vahn, like I always try combinations that start or end with left and not right. Like they start or end with arms and not Rasiru. And I was like, just now I was subconsciously applying the same pattern to Noah. Oh, it's getting laggy again. I was subconsciously applying the same pattern to Noah. And it doesn't work for her because I forgot, like she's left-handed. So like her Rasiru is on the left and her arms is on the right. Actually, I like the sound. I like the music in most parts of this game. Like, I've seen some people criticize the music, but I actually think it's very good. I don't think I'm going to be able to one-shot you, but let's try it. Yeah, the battle sections and ignored because get healed indefinitely. So I made that same mistake like I was describing earlier, right? I went like left arm low. But what I actually needed was arms left low. But anyway, I want to try. So earlier I tried to left arm higher, but that is Vahn's art. I think for her I want I want it like that, right? Will that do something? I might even kill it outright. Oh well. If I could actually do an art, I might kill it. Do like this. Arms high, left arms. Not that either. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, next combat, I know what I'm doing. I think it's called like Swan Diver, Swan Driver or something. I know it's right, left, right. Like arms, receiver arms. Oh, let's heal. Well, like healing doesn't really matter now because I thought I'm not gonna die. It would have been great to have a healing statue in the Stray Castle. I wouldn't have died twice. I had to go through it 3 times. Yeah, I think like once I get her and Vahn together, like knock on wood, I won't die anymore. Because once you've got multiple people together, it's much less dangerous. Like there will still be fights that make it messy, but might as well put this. This gives me like fire resistance, right? It doesn't really have, oh, upper attack. Still better than nothing. Not really going to make a difference until the boss fight we're getting to. You have another new magic absorb that I can't get. Okay, I said I was going to do this. Oh, nice. I think my art wouldn't have showed it normally, but with your help then, you will. Yes, I knew it. Quite sure. I feel like now I've got everything I can remember. Oh, you killed me. Wow. Nice. Good job, Sarah. Good job, Wolfie. Wow, you got both of the killing blows in this battle. Good. Yeah. You don't often get to see Terra's victory pose, so it's always fun when. If I recall correctly, this side of the mount is fairly linear. But then when I get to Vahn's side, it's like quite branchy, and you have to goof around a lot to find all the stuff. Power water. So yeah, this is like the equivalent of like whatever source in Final Fantasy VII. Like this will give you a permanent stat boost. Oh yeah, okay, we're done. Like this sub boss, and then we're done with yeah, we'll fight him. Gives me a little chance to heal. Not that I need. Yeah, so these like power waters and stuff, right? There's one for each stat, right? There's like power water, defense water, speed water, light water increases your HP, magic water increases your MP. Like, I I want to say wisdom water, increases your intelligence with basically your magic attack. But yeah, most of them I give to Vahn because later in the game there's like an equivalent of the battle square in Final Fantasy VII, like this section where you send one person for a gauntlet. So I like to, just designate someone who's going to be the one doing that, and then give like basically all the stat boosts to that person. So that's what I do for the most part, except for few certain things. So feed waters I always give to Noah, so that like I can be fairly sure that she'll go first on every round. And because I feel like they're not as important in that arena, because like that arena, like going first doesn't really matter that much in a long fight where you're like going back and forth with the person for many rounds anyway. So yeah, I give speed waters to her, and I give the waters that increase your magic attack. I give to Gala, like the third character we're gonna get to like magic. And the reason for that is because like in that battle arena I don't need magic anyway, so there's no point giving it to Vahn. I probably could have just killed it now, but kill it with something good. Yeah, I think over like the many times I've played this, I've had different ways of doing it. I think the first few times I ever played, I used it to like boost people's weaknesses. So like I gave the speed water to Gala because he's the slowest, so like he would be less slow. I gave the power water to Noah because he's the weakest. Like all this kind of stuff. And I felt like maybe that's like not the best way because everyone becomes kind of middling at everything. So then I switched to like I gave speed water to be the best at it. I gave speed water to Noah because she's the fastest. I think her even faster. I gave like magic attack water to Gala because he's got the best magic attack and make it even better. And I felt like that was good because then I could give each character a strength they focus on. But then I eventually ended up settling on what I described that I do now, kind of a hybrid of those, right? Because for the most part, I pile most of the waters on one person to deal with that battle square, except for like a few of the waters that are not useful in battle square, and for those I give them to the person who is already best at that attribute. So like I said, I pile most of them on Vahn, but I'll give speed waters to Noah because he's the fastest, and I give wisdom magic attack waters to Gala because he's the best with magic attack. Oh, another little case. I thought when I fought that case, I was wrong. I didn't remember this close. Oh wow, a lot of you. These caterpillars also have a kind of like spray attack that poisons you. It's not too bad right now, but like as you get further into the game, the battles can become tediously long. and the sequel, that's even more of an issue. Like the sequel game, which I mentioned I actually do like, but like there are definitely parts where I just like dread getting into a battle again. Not because it's hard, but because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait 10 minutes sitting through Sharon's super long hard block again. Yeah, the sequel of this game is like the consensus among the fan community seems to be that the sequel is not good, or like at least is not as good as this one, which I'm not sure I agree with. Like I said, there are plenty of complaints I have about it, and of course it doesn't have like the nostalgia factor of this one, and of course like nostalgia factor is the main thing this game has going for it. So yeah, like there are legitimate criticisms of the sequel, but like there are also many things about it that I think are better than the original. So I can't unequivocally say it's better, but I also can't unequivocally say it's worse. But I did rather enjoy it. I only played this game once, and I played it like 12 times. But I enjoyed it a lot. Like I don't think it's a bad game. Okay, our first boss. We don't get to fight it just yet. Basically got possessed by a Rasuru and gave up his whole life to taking care of this girl and then getting killed by a monster. Okay, now yeah, I'm gonna have to struggle trying to find all the shit here. Yeah, the jumpy around in this game sometimes is not good. But it reminds me a little bit of like FFX2, but I feel like this one's much worse. So yeah, now things is where things get rough, because I mean I'm pretty sure Vahn is like a good deal stronger than Noah. Actually maybe not, because like his raw power is stronger, but he's only got 3 blocks, like 3 combo blocks here. Whereas Noah just now was pulling off 4. So like he was able to one-shot this caterpillar once, I remember. But Vahn's like, I think anything being Planeteers, he's gonna use 2 turns to kill it. And he doesn't have Terra there giving him healing anytime he wants. Yeah, there's the game kind of like lets you get relaxed and like lulled into a sense of confidence. And then, oh, that's like, yeah. Oh, I don't get those items until I reunite with her? I hope they are still there, because if those items just like disappear when I reunite with her, then that would have meant like that I should have just given them to her. I'm pretty sure I get them when I reunite with her. That's actually like, I actually kind of don't remember. I could have sworn that like you just had a pool of shared inventory and you could get it. But I mean, the fact that we don't is actually like a pretty good like realistic touch for a game this old. Because I would have expected that like it's just in our inventory now. So yeah, they're like, oh no, it's not in your inventory because you haven't gotten to that side of the mountain yet. Makes sense. I like that. Good. Oh, this is like it. I already had it. Now, if I can absorb this, that would be awesome. If I want to, I can cast my other spell first like that. I might not kill it. Another whack at it. This should kill it. And if I'm lucky, it'll absorb it. We'll see. And then yeah, so this one's magic is healing magic. And if I get that, good, excellent. Now I don't have to worry so much about like saving my magic or my healing lead, because I can just heal with magic. Of course, heal with magic, I'm eventually going to use it for magic lead to get my MP back. Oh no, I forgot. I want to. A lot of these hits are going to miss, but it's still worthwhile to. Okay, yeah. Wait. Oh, I already had that art? Okay, but there's one more art I need to. Again, it's going to miss a bunch. But... yeah, still, I think like, because we have this healing spell costs like 6 MP. One healing lead, I want to say, heals like 50 MP. So you're getting like 8 heals out of one healing, or one magic lead plus heals 50 MP. So one magic lead is healing up, restoring from like 6 casts of the healing spell, right? 8 casts of the healing spell. So it's like, it's well worth it to use this magic. Heal, good. Okay, so I need to pick up all the items here and then get into that battle. Did I go the wrong way? By which I mean the right way. What the hell? I want to. I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way, by which I mean the right way. Right? Because in these games, you wanna get all the side stuff before you progress. So going in the way that would progress the game is what I would consider the wrong way. Let me show you. Actually, I don't know if this will show you. I think it should, because I just leveled up, right? Like, I think these things might be at fire. I'm not sure. I just assume that because they're green. That's my logic. Might not be enough to show you. Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could have told, because the fact that it fell to the ground, I knew it was gonna die. I mean, I should have known it was gonna die. I think I'm going to need to, let me make sure this is what I think it is. I'm going to need to go back. Oh no, okay, it's good. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, I thought I had gone the wrong way, but I actually went the right way. By which I mean, of course, I thought I had went the right way, but I had actually gone the wrong way. So yeah, now I need to go back down. Yeah, like each character has like one item that's like named after them. I don't really understand why. It's like Vahn gets a fist, Noah gets a barrel, which like I don't know what. Like it looks like a billy club, but for some reason it's called a barrel. I've like never heard that term used in that way outside of this game. And Gala gets like I want to say a mace later on. But the funny thing is, like, the Vahn named weapon and the Noah named weapon, you both get, like, fairly early in the game. And so, like, they're both fairly crappy. They get, wow, that was a lot of damage. They get, like, deprecated, overshadowed pretty early. But if I recall correctly, the Gala mace, you get, like, fairly late. And so it, like, it remains useful for a fairly good while. I feel like this is not going to be enough to kill this pump fast. Let's see. Oh, it was. Okay, good. Good. Okay, now I just need to reach the end. I'm kind of tempted to like go back out and save, but I won't. I don't think I even need a healing yet, do I? That's my HP. We're good, we're good. We won't get killed yet. And if it comes close to that, I feel like I said that twice already, and both times I got killed. Anyway, okay, I have enough to show you. We're okay, we're fine. Number one, reduce the damage. Number two, so I didn't have enough AP to do anything good. I could have done like a weak little hit, but it wouldn't have killed this thing. Yeah, I need to heal after this fight. I'm pretty sure this will kill it. I'm pretty sure even the tornado thing will go. I think. I added the thing on the end for good measure. Yo. Oh yeah, I remember Vera increases pretty quickly. So later we will get some other like healing magic, which increases more slowly. Like it's stronger, but it takes more time to increase, and it also costs more MP. So Vera is very useful as sort of like a utility. Am I gonna be in the fight right now? Oh no, okay, I gotta heal first. Good. Okay, so Vahn, you're gonna be kind of like my main damage healer, but I want you to cast Yamard like twice, because it deals a lot of damage here. But you need to save a little bit of MP for healing, maybe? Okay, first boss. And, yeah, the music of the boss is wow, much harder than I remembered. Oftentimes when I fight these bosses, I'll keep track of the damage and self so you know what I'm focusing on. I feel like I remember Caruban has like close to 1,000. So we get 200 there. I kind of want to hit him again with that, but I kind of want to save the MP for heals. So we get 200. This is going to be another 150. Oh, 250. Wow, okay. So he's like half dead. Oh shit. Yeah. I remember this is a big attack. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so we're 450. 525. Okay, Vahn, you need to heal her up. Maybe you need to heal yourself up. I think that will at least keep from getting killed right now. Okay, Vahn. I think next round you're gonna need to heal her up. I don't like using you so much for healing because usually when I play I use you with damage healer and use Gala for healing. I don't have Gala. Oh, thank God. Yeah. Okay, thank God Noah spirited and thank God Vahn healed himself. Because if those things had both not happened, like you would have both been dead just now. Okay, so we're at like 525. This is gonna take us up to like 750. So I think we're close. Oh, like another. Oh shit! Yo, she's dead. She's dead. Like Vahn, you were supposed to heal her. I did not expect that Caruban would move that fast. Now this is now we're in kind of a problem situation. So So I could use a Phoenix and get her back up. I kind of don't want to waste it. I kind of just want to try and see if I can kill him. Because I think like 2 more hits like this might kill him. And if he kills me, then we reload and try again. 2 more kills. Oh god, yeah, I kind of need to kill him this round. Because I don't think I will. Oh, yeah, and you know what? He's like fire resistant. I'll try it, but I think he's gonna be faster than me. So. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and particularly, I think he was doing more damage to Vahn than to Noah because Noah's not that far away for long. So that's interesting. Why does it, like, previously when I got killed, it said, like, Vahn is out of energy. Now it said his team was annihilated. I guess it's because there's 2 of us now. Okay. Well, I've been dying a lot this time. That's what's happening when I do a 0 grinding playthrough. Okay. I feel like I just need to like stay spirited well. Like maybe I shouldn't use Gimard because I might need Vahn healing more. But on the other hand, maybe I should use Gimard more and just get this fight over with faster. Because like if Vahn uses regular attacks, he does piddling damage because of this thing's. Like I'm pretty sure Caruban has fire resistance. Maybe I would be okay if instead of using Fire Blow, I just use other arts. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that's what I don't think it's going to use Fire Breath on its first attack, so let me use it. And then next round I'll fear it, because maybe that's... Okay, so 100. I think that's okay. You can still survive 1 more Fire Breath. So I'm gonna have you cast the heart again. Oh yeah, the other obnoxious thing that can make battle kit tediously long. Okay, we're at like 300. The thing that can make battle kit tediously long is that I mean, it's not so much an issue with these early spells, but some of the later spells, their animations are super long and unskippable. Oh, thank God, it's good. Yeah, that's going to make the game really long. I can still 80, but, yeah, so like, yeah, some of the later magic spells are super long. Like, usually I don't use magic very much, so it's not an issue, but in the playthroughs where I have, or like 5 in the playthroughs where I have used damage more, it's just super annoying. I'm casting a spell now, I guess I better like go back with it. So we're at 500. Let's see if I think he'll be almost dead from this. Yeah, his Fire Breath is going to steal us over, but as long as we're both alive, yeah, like Noah can do another attack next round before he attacks. So we're at 750, this is going to take us to 950, and then we just need Noah to do another 100 damage and I think we'll get it. As long as it doesn't like block all of the hits. Okay, Noah, it's all on you. Vahn can try to do a hit, but I don't think like, he should be killed before he can pull it hit off. But you can do this. Thank you. Good job. Okay. So it wasn't the case that dishing out damage fast turned out to be a better strategy than couple healing. That is not always going to be the case. Like, I think basically every boss after this one has a big enough HP pool that I can't end the battle that fast. Go a lot. But at least for this one, that turned out to be what worked well. Because also, like, I didn't want to, like, if I was going to be healing a lot and turning it into a long battle, then I would need some restoration items. Like, I would need to heal up my MP or use some HP reads. But now, like since I could do that without using up any items because I just like blast through the fight as quickly as possible. Okay, now Noah's gonna get a Rasiva, so now she can absorb all these magic too. And there's still that lightning magic that is approved, but we have no way to get it yet. And we'll be able to get it at the next dungeon. But yeah, and this is where like I'm gonna have to really force myself to not grind for magic spells. Because like it was one thing when I had a character and like eventually you kill enough of those fires in order to get the spell. But now it's like when I've got multiple characters, like soon I'll have 3 characters. And so most of the magic grinding that happened was like when I played it in the past, what would cause magic grinding. Like I've already got maybe I've already got this spell for 2 characters, but I want to get it on every character, so I have to keep running around like finding more of these same things. I'm not going to do that this time. I need to force myself to not grind. That guy who just, I always would notice that one guy in the previous like screen somehow like became unpossessed later than everyone else. But what I didn't notice until just now was that like he looks like that guy Vahn at the Hunter Spring. Maybe if I talk to him, he'll be like, that was my brother or something. Okay. We'll get a little cutscene and then we'll go. I mean, I won't do it now because I'm getting tired, so I'm going to take a break after this. But the next order of business is going to be to go back down to that town, like pick up all the stuff I couldn't pick up before, talk to people. There's another little quiz kind of thingy which will have a reward. You know, I just realized I don't think I got any reward for getting the right answers on the quiz in that cave. I don't remember. But anyway, like I'll go down and do that stuff. And then we're going to be heading off to the next dungeon and the next and last member of our party. So yeah, so let's see what happens when I say no. I remember I'm pretty sure this is one that just forces me again and again. It must be nice. Can I go with you? No. You must be nice to her. Okay. Yeah. This is the one I was remembering that just repeats. Remember I said earlier when like went with your sister and father, and the father's like, will you go look at things? You can say no, but eventually it doesn't give you a choice anymore. And I've been thinking earlier, I thought that was one where like it just goes into an infinite loop. But no, this is the one that does an infinite loop. Okay, yeah, so yeah, oh wow, yeah, I forgot I don't get healed after the fight. Yeah, so we went through a couple dungeons. Now we have an actual party, so like when we come back, and like for the first time in the game, we'll be seeing what the combat is typically like, where I have multiple people to control. But that's not true, it's not the first time in the game. Like we just did it on that boss. And then yeah, we're gonna have our first like real town where we can like have a shop and all that stuff. I mean, we had that in the Nelm, but it's like so tiny and crappy. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do next time. But for now, this has been like a little bit more of Legend of Legaia.